Alright, good people, good morning. What we got going on here is just feeding the fish in our little pond. Threw out some flakes there for them, but before that I put a couple flakes into a little minnow trap, dropped it down there into the bottom, gave it about 30 seconds, and then I put the regular flakes out over on top. And now we'll have ourselves a look-see, and with any luck, maybe we have managed to capture some fish that we can transfer over to one of the other little pocket ponds. That's the purpose of this exercise. Did we get anything? Any fishies? Did we get any fishies? There we go. Yep, there he is. There is at least a couple. There's at least a couple, and I think at least one of these might be a priggy female. Let me see. Hey. Hi. Hello. You scared of me? Where you at? We got two. Yep. Alright, we got two pretty good sized fish there. Alright, that'll work. We only need a couple big ones. Let's show you where I'm taking these guys today. Come along with me, little fishies. And they are right there in the bottom. I know you probably can't see them from here. Trust me, they are in there. Actually, you know what I can do so you can see them? Here. We'll put the camera in from the underside. You can probably see them from the underside. Okay, weird camera angle. Can you see them swimming around? Alright. I probably got water on the... I did. I got water on the camera lens. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to approach this pond. This is not a pond. I'm saying, I'm going to approach this puddle, this pool, this little tiny pocket of water over here that's starting to get mosquitoes in it. And I don't want mosquitoes growing in it, so I need to get mosquito fish in it. I put a couple in here, a couple small ones, but you never know. Leopard frogs being leopard frogs, small fish don't necessarily get the best chance of survival. So these guys are a little bit larger, and hopefully they can breed enough that the occasional predatory leopard frog that likes to hang out in this little pocket pool won't kill them all off. Alright. So, and then of course we always have the main breeding population in the big pool up there. There you go, guys. There you go. Enjoy. Alright, so this little pocket pond, same setup as we have over there. We got a bucket submerged, daylilies in the bucket, piled on the top of the rocks. That helps clean up the water. We've got the patches of duckweed. I probably want to transfer some more duckweed over here. But that also helps clear up the water, get rid of some of the ammonia and stuff like that. Of course, little fish to take care of mosquitoes, so we don't have mosquitoes. And we've got our submerged log here that goes all the way outside, so that whenever we have little amphibians get in there, they can crawl back out. So this is basically a little frog factory. It's made with a 100-gallon galvanized steel tank, submerged in the ground. We perforated a couple holes up there close to the top so that whenever it starts to get to the point where it's almost full, it'll have a tendency to seep out into the surrounding ground before it overflows, unless it's a really long, hard rain event, in which case, you know, we'll get 3 inches at once and then we might overflow. Alright, there is an aerator. Actually, there are 2 aerators. Let me show you. One of them, I need to pull some weeds back here. This is all nettle right here. And we're going to let that get a little bit more mature, and then we're going to pick it. And we're going to eat it. And it's going to be good. Really good. I mean, this high nutrient vegetable right there. Alright, and there's one of the aerators next to, well, it's arch that goes back there where there's an Allegheny chinkapin and a peach tree. Alright, and then I do have another little post there with an aerator on it. That's the old aerator. Eventually we probably want to swap these out, put the new aerator on the post because that's a better position. And then yet another Allegheny chinkapin over here. Daylilies. Oops, I didn't pick those. Rosa Sharon. Got some Helianthus tuberosa. It's Jerusalem artichoke there. Look at all those strawberries. That is just a mound. Sorry, look at all those strawberries. That is just a mound of strawberries there. These are the Shanzili jujubes. They are going to get much, much bigger than that before they ripen up. Smaller, but much, much, much more prolific. These are a jujube called Cocoa. This tree came from Crimea before things got crazy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just loaded with fruit. These guys are really good for arid environments, but you can grow them in a moist climate. Just pick the fruit before they turn all the way brown because they will rot on the tree. There you go. If you like edible flowers, can't go wrong with the Rosa Sharon. It's still producing, even though the daylilies are getting ready to peter out. Looks like we're almost done with daylilies. Pardon me, I just walked here under this. It's a oof. That obnoxious branch belongs to a June gold dessert plum. Didn't make any fruit this year because we had late frost. It killed off all the blossoms. Same thing happened to that plum tree over yonder past those Jerusalem artichokes there. That's a plum tree. We didn't get any plums off of it this year. Mortars to pity, but looky looky. We got yard-long beans. I need to come out here and do some more picking after I wash my hands. I've been handling fish. No fish handling, no fertilizer handling, and food handling. So keep those two separate. These are yard-long beans. I'm going to pick them at about a foot long, though. They don't really get a yard long. That's kind of a euphemism. But you pick them at about foot to 18 inches or so. You can let them get out to 24, but foot to 18 inches gets you good tender pods that haven't started to make full beans yet. And these guys are not like, they're not actually a green bean, although we're going to treat them like one. They're more like a black-eyed pea that just has a very, 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 very long pod. There you go. All right, now, if you don't mind, it's time for me to get to work. Catch you next time. Till then, get out there and get growing.